To enable the trace length monitor, I start by clicking the Options button. Then, in the Global General page, I select the Length Monitor checkbox. On the Routing General page, I make sure the Show Estimated Length of Pin Pair checkbox is clear. This ensures my estimated length value shows the entire net length. I click OK. When I route a net without length rules, the length monitor shows the current routed length, indicated by the letters RT, and the estimated length, indicated by the letters ET. This can help me explore different paths for the trace and understand how each path affects trace length. Now I'm going to assign a length requirement to my net. In the Project Explorer, I right-click a net and choose Properties. Then, on the Length tab, I select the Restrict Length checkbox. I type the minimum and maximum length requirements for my net and click OK. The red asterisk indicates the net's properties have been changed from default settings. As I begin interactive routing, the length monitor appears at the tip of the pointer. Minimum and maximum length requirements appear as target markers for the progress bar. The routed length of the current segment appears below the progress indicator bar. These statistics also appear in the status bar. While I route the net, the progress indicator appears yellow until the estimated length of the net meets the minimum length requirement and it changes to green. If I keep routing, the progress indicator turns red when the estimated length exceeds the maximum length restriction. I can also view trace length feedback in the navigation window for any nets that have assigned length rules. Here, when I select a net for routing, the interactive trace appears in the navigation window. When I begin routing, the net's appearance in the navigation window changes color from yellow to green when the estimated length meets its minimum length requirement. If I keep routing, it also turns red when it exceeds the maximum. I can add accordions to my traces as necessary to meet minimum length requirements. I begin by clicking the Options button. On the Routing Tune page, I set the minimum and maximum amplitude and gap settings for the accordion. The hierarchy level setting here refers to the number of times PADS Router makes a new accordion at a 90-degree angle to the original length. PADS Router uses this setting for automatic routing passes. I select the option to use arcs in the miters. Note that the preview pane in the dialog box gives some indication of how the resulting accordion will appear. After making my settings, I click OK. As I begin routing a trace, I click to create a corner, then right-click and click Add Accordion. As I move the pointer, PADS Router adds an accordion based on the settings defined in the Options dialog. When the length monitor indicates the estimated length has met the trace length requirement, I right-click and click Complete Accordion to end the accordion trace. Then I continue routing as normal. After routing my trace, I right-click on it and click Protect to prevent PADS Router from inadvertently adjusting it later during any auto-routing process. If necessary, I can also add an accordion with a custom amplitude. To begin, I right-click and click Add Accordion. I move the pointer to define the highest point of the accordion and click. Then move the pointer to define the lowest point of the accordion and click again. As I move the pointer in the direction I want the accordion to go, note that it retains its custom amplitude. I right-click again and click Complete Accordion and continue routing as normal to complete the trace.